I also want to turn to all of our groups in Israel. We're expecting you to come, and if possible, around 9 p.m., even earlier, because this meal is also important. Although it's called a hummus meal, but it's very important. And therefore, I'm inviting you now to this meal and also to the night lesson to correct the soul, and let's come out of the holidays in a complete.
We also learned what is the Sfira Yesod, where Joseph, with his brothers, whom he wanted to connect together, didn't understand what he wanted from them. Every discernment has something of its own. Yesod is connection. So why is Yesod, connection, the most important discernment above all the other discernments? As Joseph said, you have to bow before me. Like you remember Joseph's dream? So connection is the best, most correct, holiest, and really is the most important. If we don't want to connect, if we don't want to elevate connection above all other discernments, you could have chokhmah and wisdom and bestowal and love and in all kinds of ways. It doesn't matter if the connection is less than any other discernments. We go into the will to receive in order to receive, called Egypt. And only if we hold connection above all the discernments and actions and thoughts, if we hold connection above everything, then we begin to advance not by way of, not in its time, but in hastening it, not by a path of suffering, but by the path of light. This is why we have such great importance in Yesod, because Yesod is a superior discernment, the discernment above Malchut, and Malchut, the 10th, is the will to receive. But it is governed and works in such a way that Yesod is always above it and determines the desire in Malchut and the intention from Yesod. The desire comes from Malchut and the intention from Yesod. And then the whole 10, which is 10 Sfirot, 10 pieces connected correctly. So, how do we, within our 10, implement this principle that connection is above the desire? Doesn't matter which desires or thoughts or whatever I have. Connection has to always win.